And Manchester United 4% so in a very grand style. It was a good performance. Yes, from Manchester United. They said they are in. The run-in is not going to be easy. Same day, my mama prediction that I said, me yes, summer no. Me have fixtures now, can I me yes, summer no. But it looks like one of them will drop. And congratulations, Manchester United. You did the right things. Okay. Sports lawyer, what trust what you come close so near Korea lawyer.
Boss.
Okay,
nti anopan so ye konko phone cross na anopan nsemo edi adencheche ewo enko phone cross nsemo anopan edi afurisan wo enko phone cross no ya de honsam ato anim ewo dwumade no so anopan nsem no doso na emom no de di se fata sautie na obete ene anopan ketekete ma mpoli bi na kan so yanoma kan bu no pa anopan ya tena si no ya tu ebo ase na ya tene no ama yenatie fo wo dwumade no so live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM. We are live on Facebook, Oyerepa Radio, and don't forget, sir, we are celebrating Real Madrid. Our Facebook page, and now Real Madrid Crombo. Now it's a Madrid Crombo to be precise, you know. Massive for baby Germany, and for baby some safety protocols, you know. Etime Aya Juma, and my cars from the Madrid flags, you know. I'm pompon papa outdoor, no more journey. Now I'm on Germany in Obepa on Oyerepa Radio Facebook, bra. Now, when you call my mom for Timoto, so Kuta Madrid flag near Jade at the Germany Bimonso as so near fair flags near Jade Germany Ningamono a Europe radio now Posifono and so a Yomojuma safety protocols a Juma and Madrid and the 34th La Liga title now after 3 years no so Zidane Esa Abba Junkama Real Madrid no Ningina and it's telling in our Facebook page na Ebasha here at the English Premier League games and Etime Etoja Everton Ashabako and Aston Villa and some Shabako, Goodison Park, Leicester City, Sheffield United, and Tibiante, Dimarai, Grena, Yosi Perez, and now 2 goals, Emma Leicester City, Southampton, Ashabako, Emma Brighton, and some Shabako, Crystal Palace, Atenafie, Emma Anthony Masia, and Marcus Rashford, about 2 goals, Emma United, team Liverpool, LD with 93 points, Omate, Premier League, Man City, Atosum 60, Man City, Tosum with 75 points. Chelsea Atosumi 73 points. Leicester Atosu and 62 points. And Manchester United Atosu Enum with 62 points. And the top scorers now Jamie Vardy after 23 goals. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Danny Ainge Omina after 20 goals. And I pay ya don't some no Edo na Okola Liganima SD Eba Etnofi or a poor municipal stadium. Ashamiansa Rev Valadoli de Kanambako and our Biaya and we're a stadio summer mess, no, see till Leganism, Athletic Club Bilbao, and to be ante, Bronsa Tanafi, our Camnoon, Emma Osasuna, Abona Cam, Emma Lionel Messi, Emma Consolation, take Kanambako, Emma Bronsa, Reputation Bako, Deportivo Alaves, Abona Eka Bako, Memphon to them, someone send the Bako Kao, Emmanuel 2-1, and to Deportivo Alaves, na Celta de Vigo, and our Stadio Municipal de Bolados, Leventi, a bomber Camiansa, woman so at Timum, Ram Mayoka, at Tenafia Bako, Ama Granada, a bonum, Ram de Tenafia, our Estadio Alfredo de Stefano, Esham, Emma Viario, at a Carambako, Resource Dadness Sevilla, Opium Fopo, Antonio Quatina, and Afe Valentia, at Espanol Bona Cabacua, woman enter Ante, our Mistaya, Kevin Gamero, and a now Gono, Atletico demanded them so, Esham, our Biaya, and our Colosseum Alfonso Perez, her Turfy, Antibiante, Marcos Oriente, and after Thomas Aparte, and now 2 goals, Madrid LED, not 10 year, Amajim at the Essiomanasua, with 86 points, a plus of 45 goals, a Barca, Atosumi, with a 79 plus of 43, Atletico de Madrid, Atosumi and San, with a 69 plus of 24, and a Sevilla, Atosu and 9 with a 67 plus of 19, Ocha Sierra, Leganes Toso Dungo 35 points, Ram Mayoka, Atosu Dunkro, 32 points, Espanol, Atosu Juno, 24 points, Lionel Messi, our Barca was at 23 goals, Karim Mustafa Benzema, our Real Madrid 21 goals, Gerard Moreno, VRS 16 goals, and Raul Garcia, our Athletic Club Bilbao, and also 15 goals in the Petitino, our 23-21, Massa, and White Otawaneko, Serie A Numa, young friend to him say, Enra, our Stadio Olimpico de Torino Shemiansa Emma Genoa Antony Ansimo Ajay Young Fanto Animsa Spa Etnafie Emma Antonio Candreva Cristiano Birahi Roberto Gagliardini Emma Alexis Alejandro Sanchez Ebogos and nine Emma Inter Milana Nyama Koye Emma Womo na and Friday night football no Young Fanto Jisa Western United and Watford Airport our London Olympic Stadium Martin Atkinson Bedinamo as a center referee a match at the 36 game back one a camono and the total pay ya don't some no to him I will to so I mean cost Spain now and pay Minya Juma I was Spain and for amount we are live on Facebook I report radio live on Facebook I report radio Messe and yes celebrity Ramo the team no our Facebook page or you report radio and topa not ya together and my Ramo the press no Germany our player and also park and also any other thing ya brain one Juma at the amount Thomas Aparte said Jamete Etem say Arsenal for some ye a sense Kodana Kasankasano or Sinyan Kupon one next year or Pesa Opo UEFA Champions League into that piano Sir Thomas Partey and Thomasia Kane Ama Arsenal in the summer now a UEFA Champions League a beer Arsenal and to be Amonti and I'm a boy no and to be Ama Enra game no born a real and a line on Messi had to just say Yamianum Ukraine hey brought Tantan say Debia Bronsa a poor Tantan say a protein some Champions League no cra or met me Ako at the Akomanim a play bad football and a weak team and I'm not who you know now all come with beauty set Madrid here there was some year since I started games after lockdown and you know near there's a Madrid at Timalusu game here or put Madrid for our so or coffee on Timo Puresa the Supremo for Real Madrid their tutor Zrendan Yakit Zidane hey Aquani Yamad free heaven and a Real Madrid team no Osha Kwano Mano Siakai and Real Madrid Dardan as a player non Yamana Koye at the Amana as a manager a project was Makuma Komiensa UEFA Champions League since you're changing the Mukra a pro UEFA Champions League no na ya day at Jama Club is over day none in next year was not transfer at the Ningamano Rana Baba after 3 years na man force a Madrid General Gary Piatano and Yazitana was somebody it is returned in Yame at the natural Real Madrid team no reporter Yansen Curfew Paris and Semana Australia hey Temsa Amutimante $91 million plus Osman Dembele now for Neymar Dos Santos Juniano Amajanimo Amanabesia Kane Ama Bronsa Probokono Sahi Ramos Onomle Capitano Ama Madrid team no after somebody 34th league title Anra Amacha Villarreal a come you know Ama Villarreal to Kanumbakono and Zredin Yakez done Sahi Ramos elbow Panabaso also kuta leadership skills was your two appear best moya day Amara na Bronsa Fono Eli Dinina Masan Sama operating about candidature player no and motivate you Nina Campi and our bro I'm a team that troop appear to know now Fiorentino Piers their tutor Zredin Yakez done I don't dare Papa no better mother that Yem prayer and on Becas why Juman Fian 9 and Tronco Papa Nasha said trophies I can see a Madrid club now Masanyandia 7 Becosia a player Jumanache na Kika Satin and a do tutor say all come will play tomate say on him say UEFA Champions League campaign in August no or Brighton Paint I'm a mad boss team no and I say on Paint and for Emma boss team no it's on Sene my dene I am a boss team no Ningina no the line of Messi El Canon sa yaw and a line of Messi at the El Casasa na Madrid at the La Liga na and the Namasa man phone Kwame de Chelsea El Pablo Nyasika Onimsa Kotano €100 million initially that is £91 million Omutua at the Emma Chelsea Omo FA Chronicle Madrid no not across no and it's that piano so bro Emma Champions League qualification no Madrid Saka and €15 million which is £14 million and a Chelsea purchase now sounds so and a bro Emma La Liga €20 million which is £18 million Ombetia at the amateur Sasika Renina Sika Madrid Albetua amateur Chelsea team no na Zendani Akeze Dancer and also El Bono Marantana Baso Sounds another the sumo one boys no heading come on muko do training grounds and some catch up boys in the Senka boys no hand to be antia and come Madrid I'm champions there now Fiorentino Pires the Atuja Sergio Ramos no or Cambo Bia Hetimati Sa Akotano or Pasua Anthony career our Madrid team on your now dresser a beer on Betano Quine and also when you in your judge beer on Pasakotano Crano or Bonnie Bonina our Real Madrid now open anywhere Sansem no and one player be we are here your friend Karim Benzema now Saquano I was a Palonton ya Temano 2020 Palonton I was here Temano it sounds like Quano Gosa what me Ashe and then Yema Oye I'm a Madrid no a Dawson Kike Setien and they are two just a Bonsa on the Achia Emuya Ed Tenkasa Bebuina Dedikai of a pop Barca supporters natural so I'm on fan channel number no I have football to be beer and your Joe Punina and I'll bet Mania Minko line on Messi line on Messi report and play I bet James Aquana hey on a bounce and port no at Jamboso Sembe Mato Santos Junior Monfanamara Munya Lautaro Martinez no Master de Piamodia experiment more players say no more Janimo I'm on a co-price in Semen and then when you pray Monkofa boy no matter now feel on Messi kind and for a Martin Pep Godjola we see we always try to win until the very end if you don't we congratulate the opponent. That's what football is about. And I'm like Joseph Pep Guardiola, former manager. I'm a Barca now manager. I'm a Manchester City now Madrid team now. So also my idea is a football no Barca doing himself. Depiano, I'm not trying to bet my team until the very end. And some po and I'm gonna give you up. Sabani say I have football. Also opponent to Giano and I'll put about so Sergio Ramos captain. I'm a Madrid team now. What confirm say and also a person Real Madrid team and some of Fiorentino Pires Elcano, what else here, a person ending a career, our Real Madrid na Uzi Kaima, a PhD team, Diabentina Semasa, make a degree team and then Madrid team no, a PhD team into a Cambo Piate, a person or retire our Madrid team, Tony Cruz say, I'm going to deserve a La Legano, and feel a moje, or say plus near happy, or say no, before say Canabasono, not a money so send your champion, South way, young to be man empire, and may not feel I war Alfredo de Stefano near Tanaho. I'm a bit very beshay. Nayan is what you say after 3 years. A Porto La Liga MMDP, me buy no champions like near Jate, Majipia, Trophy way. I want to hear me papa. Na Oko, Senator Yakiz, Dana Swaya, was it what two trophies be? And I'm a Madrid team no, and your trophies are what I'm a Real Madrid no, a dorsal papa, you have for Champions League. No one take, no one sound to us from me and Sana was sound champion. Not Ningamano, and need General name of Massa La Liga Red. And need Jania Stronko was social La Liga na Massa Nemo Yinako ye. I'm a Madrid team no lockdown no more. No man for so Barca. Now Barca legends no how to toy Yampia and now Coco Piemua. Ye Cranon, Sankebia now, and Ka Madrid nearly dear, and Kabia and Kalalega Fono, Akasam Mopium, and your Jate, Ninga any plus no, and Wabana Baso. Now I say, Karim Mustafa Benzema, Juma Wayano, and your Juma Ketua after say Cristiano Ronaldo. Anyhow, now Massamon Fortum say, oh, now why am I a show goals? I'm a Madrid at La Liga. Why am I a Bayer Jumano, and your Jate, Ningamano, Karim Mustafa Benzema more, and a Dinamua, a Jumano, Maya no fine, or say Eden Hazard, or Piam Makia same way on the walls, Eden Hazard no or more. And my Madrid club on Eden Hazard, a prayer more German club on Nawasa. So Bessia came and big club like Real Madrid, who first season here has practiced and Yama in Abafasa, a German with German Codano Grand this season, Yahoo ye, and your Piania Jate, and I did point in your Chamusa, pointing on Copobua, Nesson, your pony ye, I mean call England nothing, Minya Juma and Fatmau, Manchester United, Abatoka, Jean Claire or Dupu, a Codano no more panel, now Yasia Codano, sir, you can't eat your cake and have it back. Ninganama and say, on Timnum, a pair justify Neil Jate, meant to be on Fano, and there's Waka, and I'm within a Chisomada, on your Naje, so Bessia Kai, I'm a Manchester United team, no, Gabriel Martinelli, Obeka Anra, Mekato Sabrano, Aqua surgery, now as so Bessia campaign, I'm a Arsenal this season, and as a Onsia campaign, I'm a Arsenal this season due to the surgery, no, I wish for confirmation, no, and you're free Arsenal medical team in Australia, said Gabriel Martinelli, Nadia Sankotano, for the rest of the season. I'm an Arsenal team now. I wish for Manchester United, I'm very Fernandez. I remember the player, the contract, you know, I brought Maria, 30th June, and the contract, you know, a team and the Madrid team, Diamete HM Fianai Akotano and Manchester United agree our Brasai Ama Club no former Everton captain Tim Cahill and they are two just a Carlo Don Ancelotti and Kakran Kakra were adopted very well our Everton team now our Reshamuso Penino and the team number Nimpa or the team number compete for the English Premier League Entropia now revelation be ban pay revelation a young second HM Sam Steven Gerrard Master or former captain Emma Liverpool team no says Jordan Henderson the Grove and the successful now neither I Steven Gerrard Master you want any team come Jordan Ujan Finfu and Nema say and I was so Henderson Master Piabona Fafa you say yes self footwear Steven Gerrard Jordan Henderson no and our boy no after 30 years of run no a my club no and some team at the English Premier League and I play Milpomun Shomono at the Amawo Manchester United and now down a current guest as well no a legend Emma United team with two just Madrid team no I won't say a more agitated trophies outdoor what's the difference I don't know Madrid team in Kobe 30 years I was on for one Angelic da NC and Fiamian Sampa now better than Tam no now Manchester United one NC film Madrid was the one say Marcus Rashford mo Anthony Martial a good football here now in the summer I was so more beautiful up squad no Martial now joins her operating man to on Kodan Kwa Emfa United hero Phil Novo at the two just our English Premier League game no on the say Marcus Rashford Mason Greenwood and Anthony Martial the best attacking line no I one more was a man for back gives Liverpool Firmino Sadio Mane and Mosala name them open potent strikers to see at any point in time we met my mount goes I am Marcus Rashford Mason Greenwood and Anthony Martial Marcus Rashford sir or bro Anthony Martial so or some Kodano the work rate is super and now Kodano more jumper or boy I'm Manchester United now also was at all cost I'm more believe that afraid I'm the ball the UEFA Champions League top 4 no I'm the Ramo Kevin De Bruyne I'm not happy our Manchester City or say young Camo Biante some after Sebetoja so Coco Piemwa one more crown and then one more bro UEFA Champions League next season now there's a Champions League no how many team more play and they are dead to Camo Biante so we're happy our team on your now dress or free Man City and then announce actually made a report to be said Lampard per se or the 3 players Akafa Declan Rice Fikayo Tomori Kazuma and on Michi Baswai so plus me and so way or per or the Kofa Declan Rice Nafe Declan Rice Abeka team no West Ham United boss David Moyes and they are two just a massa and a gamer and a word for the Elpono I was some team couldn't a word for team no so Manchester United star Marcus Rashford and next season their hair at your piano next season dear Moshe and some better me at the English Premier League no or Leicester City boss Brendan Rodgers as well was in the team now is back to their best was this say no at dear Moshe and the South I'm winning at Sheffield United no I'm the promo day nothing I'm betting Akomonim not top 4 no I'm betting Akam Manchester United legend Paul Parker and the two just Harry Maguire Jacobs no welcome Obiate say Akotano and here Obioba Buano our defense war and conquer the Harry Maguire Jacobs and the Jate Open Obia Obetime Abuano Bernardo Silva young fan to just a Barca report and play Ebechem Samuso and your process or to Man City Nasa Bono Nyapimwa Amara na Amejamo and for Emma Barca team no line on Messi Marika count the warning I'm a Barca board Nessa I was some top players with the age of players Nimbi one some person compete with Real Madrid there I was some top players a team David Diaz Massa over 400 games for Manchester United I are there crazy now or yene for more or person I don't know or Bob more Emma Manchester United in Crew Outdoor or TP Emma Club and Debakua or training so the Manchester United about a UEFA Champions League everyone one Bisaka Sir Crystal Palace for the as a done the debut or Petro Masi a son say baby or dream a Crystal Palace and then a duo or some Ukopema Emra game no a 2 opinion and young so see a kind of Manchester United now United 18 kunim na so 2 pino na ayarosem at the Emmanuel Anopai ko a jabba theory so ye Meko Italy Antonio Conte Churchmo and the Codientia Ukopema na saying has a Alexis Alejandro Sanchez Efosa at the Emmanuel Anopai You better do come on. I will show you also. We are live on Facebook. Me say and yes celebrating Real Madrid. Our Facebook page no so bra. I am Madrid. Yes celebrating mo na me say we kwa jaba so ye. Kawa na papa wo pato nyina. A jaba so ye. And I was so call. Opera kawa. O de show wife na my wife na niante. Afi promise ring na other channel. I so ye and I was so bra. Key holders no bra. Na be chippy. Afi open kodan koda de. Opera koma de. Opera sumante. Jadi gold etimia ya. A jaba so ye and I was opera na fini manina and so a koye amo kamono abusan farina to fobra na policy man kawana and quo nina mo biem at the amount a jaba house our doom pemper the 2nd street you know so a jaba family house or mentia mesu jo to mentia traffic light and asia himbobuano busa sam mo babia odi for some you wanna kwanche power no wani a jaba family house no ko na kwaje kawani inapi ya do na just say good morning na mese obefre no 0332 026 708 0332 026 708 0277 104 488 obefre na afenima koye ama anopai I was here DJ na mese 12:30 na dwane no I crowd dwane papa kroma yenim aya time and chances fast food and fried rice ya dem mo papa no anya force mo bia aya mo papa anya dem no nti bra ya the sauce kakra gusu ama wonya salad cream na fe wonya kokonam kese mienu na uwia yenwie yo yasama kosua ka ho uwia no je espresso beef pizza oje chicken pizza oje enei shawarma oje beef shawarma me say time and chances nko na kwa sanima wenyina won sabe campaign kronum session won sabe komsuni faso na tafo scoreboard junction na say obakono masa na aduana set ho na oni betum komo 0249 030830 0249 030830 0561 5367 35 0561 5367 53 bafre na feni manyina akoye ama anopai. We are live on Facebook or your radio Madrid phone way mamara esan some Ramadan pay yes celebrity mo our Facebook page no so na Madrid plus na no need ya na dey he nkofo Germany bruta Western United young fan tuja sa okon Napolia made to wanimu sa akodane dey and I can't just melek na akodane masa team say direct doso so say Western United and so program sa akodane mra na amesi akan amatem David Moyes dey atuja sa akodane dini adin seko anra mekano some show some what bro our Roman on person uni free so 12 million pounds esika ya tetia said not London for no am person me call na fe point be say akan amatem no Bonzo Valero ono aye inter midfielder how dey atuja say no winner amunya no na team no deserve say amunya sa win no na ankakra ono dey scudetto no next season 2020-2021 no arishemu our Antonio Conte's Inter Milan mu so mbetime anje na Inter Milan manager Antonio Conte making us no ade atujo so no happy semra amutimenya sa victory no over Spain victory no anana ehia no a psychological point anomunya no na ocho boys no masa do anro mu pia bono question no na ni aje ho pa amopo good football teamwork anra ayajuma Tottenham Hotspur fullback Danny Rose ade atujo so ono obepe so abatena Newcastle United o mse interest if Lazio epa some ono Danny Rose no amra amasi akan mo de no Danny Rose no obepe some obetena Newcastle United na for tonso asi akan mo na anopai take it from me reporter Menseka HM say Mauricio Sarri and Fabio Parthisi no I sporting director am a Juventus team come na waka chame say masa many players Mr. of football no mbesi team ye wo mo ba wo metime abroma nema ko ye nyom ba hamba be dia grobia he twitwane atadem pesa plus no metete say in the summer Gonzalo Pepita Higuain Sami Khedira Blaise Matuidi Rugani Matia de Chilio and afi Benedeschi we munyina e plus omo ebetwa mo kwan afi Juventus team num na latest on Ralf Rangnick and anopai amemreki emfa emausa 8 million euros and I release and okopemo ewo Red Bull for na so ya omutimante afi Milan na so ya and we penalty onim say openi Ralf Rangnick no madika ka chosa owura no aye manager ama RB Leipzig team no a best sporting director for both Red Bull Salzburg and afi Red Bull Leipzig team no onom and a sporting director ama wo na say abusan for say ko Red Bull for no so ya Equia Milan for a first so so penino a pen manager and your judge no I will take the real proof for no Amama Samasa Saman Tressa Sikawaya Yama Kwanima na ya tetesa ukoko pema answer Milan for so consider Stefano Pioli no Nanzai or getting impressive results and my club no and Yabama Kodanatana not for a boy Amadros and Leary Niama Koye at the Amaya nominal reporter Yansaka Efi Milan Australia and play live on Oyiripa 100.7 FM. We are live on Facebook Oyiripa Radio, live on Facebook Oyiripa Radio. Mamin ko Germany na and play Mentroso Emfa Enfio Jetensa Oko Jude Bellingham Australia me confirming I'm 3 days ago sa Oko Dortmund Australia bueno amana wie na boy is at the Codientia Otuo Dortmund ahead of Manchester United and it's a Manchester United club no amaya club amasa mukwa pressure bounce so anya jate na Dortmund de masa we pressure piano okwa masa ye betima boa amaniema befa ade ama onyasa afeni akwa dimante mo pia afri ho ombe develop you ye o carry an be konanim and I reporter and also afri airport former Chelsea and Germany international Andrew Scholler Enra and me catch us ba mutual consent no ruano and Dortmund so ultimate party we so say on what Dortmund force Dortmund for ayo Peter man papa na all come will be out to send Ray and to fit Dortmund for the Pirata Thiago Alcantara young fan to Joseph Kona Suya say dear Jurgen Klopp now approve some point on for the man na Liverpool ready so much 25 million euros and I feel buying so a demanded 40 million euros and no and I'm a dinner as a enemy and pay you better way so now film confirm my son some no you're telling you at the boss player tenancy now for the Akanyana at me at once so we are live on Facebook Oyiripa Radio Facebook Oyiripa Radio Nigeria will be on pay more fire.
All right, thank you, lawyer. That's to us. Before na enema boko there.
Nyame adaruma.
Bibia fine.
Kakra na but ende.
Odi na eden.
Oh, me yam na me rough kakra. And so symptoms no.
Oh, so far the money din. Also pe or just sakopada.
Aye.
Pe just sakopada. Unya just no
now fine. Yeah, we didn't come and we didn't come who be movie angle.
The way you flew there. Yeah, virus no fire flew.
Survival hokra.
David.
Even I could na as uncle ye.
Auntie, mo Saki my and Saki papa birthday.
Yeah, Saki. Hey, and only Clementino.
And I can do
Clementino's birthday.
We're doing nothing.
Timer. On the home for no management car or by Kibisano.
We're nothing.
When I'm saying you're watching
Sammy 42. Sammy 42.
Sammy.
I was 42.
Ah, Sammy should be Maka. Say Sammy should
Okay.
Sammy should be Maka.
Sakin Tinema na de ma me no na Mejano on this hot chofo froba. Na. Anti sanet ye bedin commods here. Ah, bedin commods here. So say GFA ni Abri League no.
Na league no tama ebufushi na eba no de league ni de tama hu nsem ya adonso anga no too much
adenta
tama ebufushi kase pa o
sesen
me de no akra de me division 1 platform bia me ko test tama ho de na eja dem tututu tam no surprise no pe division 1 no bia reject scan no o se BA4 CEO se chairman no reject ana Yakubara
BA chairman major
also on pay.
Major Kwamba.
Also on post from one of music.
Kwame.
And Yakubu.
Kwame was on pay. Yakubu cows or
Yakubu to see the other company.
Sabato to on pay 7,500. Kwamba was on pay.
Almost say division of one say. All members some was esconational. Almost they are taking 7,000 as allowance. Tom just has 7,000 we can one. Almost no 14. No,
7,000 as allowance.
Almost 7,000 be. So sitting as allowance do say esco say dey ba say omunya 7,000 bi
7,000 dey cedis and dollars
omu ka 7,000 one for cedi and so and dollars so ba omu combine money here 14
okay
come a serious accusation o serious accusation say esco for no say omu de omu nya sika bi a omu no whilst you fan say deportivo benya 7 pe no
Esco for no division 1 for no dey. Omo G7 no ma G7 na F14 dem dey akoyo mutim ye.
But you see, I think that they should be a bit fair to the Esco for no. There are only 3. You see, at the executive committee, no one take a decision. Nipa means I don't want to.
Almost say Oman resist. Oman reject it, and also Oman show enough resistance to say yeah no. Almost if anything, can Oman can't say Yakobo members are maniaba.
At the end, a finance committee for no. And a year on the bread Esco for approval.
Finance committee chairman no ye division any.
But the other people.
To almost say, Mudi and 4 years no dear beba. Na yebeto aba. Into what they can stand warning say. Omo dear. Omo who said next 4 years omo could be.
Okay, good news kakra ho dear. Another person, anonymous. And I didn't say what name you know. Anonymous na ye de empesi be hu ye no and a unanimous ye de nipa nyina aja to to we anonymous donor.
Oh, okay.
Sika bi aba.
Okay. For the same
Adam phone so si amba na me ba be chi wa be wa no den wa be wa no den bia e be you afi mami na mene meza kujofia no ni nkomo the hard working guy chairman still maintain Zana politics fund comes still maintain
I go for raise issues about
still maintain issues on raise.
Oh yeah,
chairman watching. Hello. Samia kan ho no ya na
so roko
ai minim de ntia o yesa say die o adena de won ma entra enye test some no an say ya hem say ebeye so when ya hello chairman.
Hello.
Correct. Samina de akofa we chairman ya mo achi ano pay. Hello. Good. But what you correct. Yeah, ciao. Na we dey anya COVID nkomo fufu kwa ese amaga ka 2000 bi na scanaba
Mamisha Otuo for scanaba na mati abubwa ya members ready scanning nyambe do ampo no miti na members ni kwa bisa say na ga ka wo dey scan here then but that notwithstanding you know ma say amount for the abubu was kasamu you know my imagine say me twa homa ama every president na ma ache no say your members no we was canon if there's any opportunity about a broader consultation sir almost about but then I think they should also give us the opportunity yes who the 1 year kafa unti and then me share me anya na me na design kita ho
jama mama ntia sie broader consultation e wo sika ni nyina na say ga kade kakra bi no
David oh ga kade so na me sika no amuka so my 2000 eno kuna no am afenya by pura amafo kora bi sa yenti o say ma ga ka sika no bi but eno de eno ha me sisi ya but de ha me sisi ya ni the cost of social media the way your members make kasa so your members no bu enju they are so
okay
and I see members if from the transfer me call for brother
okay
consultation then I share that
okay
because ya share ya on the lighter side sky and never started the third world war
because o kan krata na FIFA de buy no akwai se FIFA sika no eno na ebe kire kwan ebe start league ball ande no se obi ngofo start se ate se teams mienu dubiase na se BA United as om this can o mpe DF for nemfa enti brother consultation will help
enti eno na ebe se enwe juma ne me free every president na obotumi afre executives ni bi na esi enko ni enko transfer na yes kwa betting afa so that say we have turned into a laughing stock I say kola ya jima tofi no mu ku tofi no but the top is very rising na attention and ya tofi no nya you know, you feel say yes and yes escola aba. I don't think that it's cast in stone and that's everything. Or say yeti umusunya asu no mutedia amount for no suka.
Okay.
So that is the way we want to go. Yeah, corners are here na the members of the cano. And the how many say since I mean who can say I'm to me first and I got a dinner muye. So what premises here? See, the person the coco yeah members yeah ni say football city. Yeah, members be down I say in Sumamu baby yeah. Because we don't stop on the ground, but that notwithstanding, we will try and engage.
Okay.
Yeah, to engage you on now. By Monday, Tuesday, they engage you on. They are sure if there's something that can be done about it.
Na sikaya one more come, I just can't ba. Abedru.
And by you, Sikano Krambayo. Oh, I say, Papa, you also go Chalutu. Now, Chalutu, now, we near. Obeton to my Holland, a man. I thought that I'm a man, now I thought bicycle. And I Baba could show that do the basketball. Let's so part the normal chimney, cinema chimney say. Now, walk one out to say, when is over bicycle?
Ebina Abbas is here, though.
But then I'm say, yes, sir, sir, this coffee Abba ahead of it.
Okay.
What can I say? Can't GF here. What can I keep to cook or GF one of it?
Yeah.
And you know, maybe feel say, yes, only Abba.
Okay.
Their intention and not their intent.
Okay.
Yes, we are working on. And say a democracy. Yes, we also my grandma is speaking.
Okay.
And to be true, you could transfer on the China Supreme.
Nagaka DNA 2000 mamu.
Oh, timer. I mean, personally, cancer. Classical want some fees here.
Okay.
Because maybe a coming one, I didn't want to. But then yes, a member see. I agitated her and coming can want some. Because he answered members because beside the legitimacy of Gaka, the anti-Gaka, Yama Canada.
Okay.
And you know, with a Michael Mascanaba. Okay. But then, my consensus is the agitation, your members here.
Okay.
Or moving to scanner Abano.
Now, you move on. Chama, ya tete se, we involved Gaka for. More involved to get our league back now. Warning GFA president in penny 40 minutes in a year moves. We said a bear lockdown COVID in sense we are in October on a league. Madin Komobia Tessa and Hinedru.
I said COVID by no again transit. We have been meeting, we have been engaging government. In the other members who beton. And says, Kita Hudiana Kofa, why the stimulus package be by. Unfortunately, no son a pen, Yanasa. But Uko, also Kopiska. Now, Upa tends to come on one city. I also to be called down after. Until Yakoda, Apayasi, to the ministry, say, the Omayama, Yanumano. Sorry, ni nanka enya no mo a until like privatise no ye ka che minister say so betimi asa kasa ma na omudi kakra be kan wa ma na yesu enya bia until ye hono na o say ye bisa say na anya bia ye league issue na ye competition se be enden because players ti fie ya won say o man president easy restrictions in kakra but ni nyina ba no ye football who bia na you say your mom or my penny better kasa July 31st. And you know your president who say yes go come in as much as we high and say COVID abay. Yes, we feel say players need to fee na si se omu yetri no mu yehia. Da bro why be you tomorrow kwema. Yeah, like I said no. How are we going to prepare the players? Until you are decided for 2 minutes and say so Base Otoko Cabinet no ya won can be my football. We share the way forward for Ghana football.
Oh no, can say because GFA already the Base October on be some start league. Na can emu almost say Doma and Obuasi Ebeche league no into the northern and the southern sector. One more northern sector and bebo Doma Adriana Park so.
The person can say no Mount Cassandra. You know, proposal this we can put everything, the best proposals on paper. The better committee and card PDR. So I buy a my acquire. It becomes a mere paperwork. That was the reason why the people say, however lofty the ideas I want to. I was say I buy chairs here. I let it be found. That was the reason why I used to say I buy. And buying so my chairs say. And only a fact I'm not supposed to go into detail, but let me ask at the surface.
Okay.
I didn't say, yeah, my Amuku school. Say, I'm going to such a yeah, if you call on even football for quite can be, because I can't say football is no fee, so to say, you know, players and need the account. Colorado school, COVID in a ticket. Yeah, for Korea, say, I'm the Kumpuma. Nobody say, you know. The national interest will override will be an individual interest. In Tino Sabase, Omusha almost a Bibia Kama, why not? But Omusha Suna, Bibia Kama. Into almost me to say, they are Omuka banker and say, we should be able to convince them. So the onus is on us to convince them, say, whatever we want to do will be in the national interest. But not some individual's interest.
Okay. Let's just say there is up to the football people, the football community, to convince government. Say, for instance, Bebo League, no league na PSA bono. Nipa enko BCCA. Ebi Bebo under floodlight. Na testing them maybe by no. Chairman no one bit 2 years can.
The amenity and say. Your football leadership running COVID-19 task force with the Kita. The Matrix said, "Eda, I be able on the Sunday GF financial."
Okay. This year the efforts are being made here, Bebo Ball, no. Na God can tell who the
at least, sir, yeah, but we should see our way clear.
Okay.
What is being done? Senator football betting Asamba back.
Okay. We are the chairman. This is Canada. More arrangements. Mube Resibia Mube Twin Penny for she no matter because agitation is not also.
Also. Until me sure almost TB.
Okay.
You know, I'm say as a listening administration on the theater class in the suka. Because if you ebano, who say ba kubi bae. Ama FIFA chair they emphasize coming here. If you check your check clubs no, and so much here. Ama mo jai agitation no. If you so aba no say omo cheche mu yi, omo chire mu yi a. Why not?
Meza Kujo Fiano, Gaka chairman, still maintain. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh, Iripa FM 100.7.
All right, then Bavo. Is it them say Yanni and Quay, Helan and that? Zaiki, Waba. We're okay there. Okay. And I'm out for 15 minutes old.
You.
Konrano. Mama ne koye se. Tam no munyane yemia. But Sikana Bow. Nipa no a wodi a this microphone or this cabas yen table net no. On say meme de na bae.
Yeah.
Na ba ko bae na e ko jibo. Ti third one e bae no. Ena nanke de mai da hari ne siasia ba ko but ye nya ade na short kakra. Aha ntino mempem ho asem na me forward this kan ko to ima IT ima eso ti anope mi danya ne ye no na nipa na sa de ba ko ababiem I was say enyo asem say man ni sem fan say ade no kan no me mistake na mko ka say e oni hari ni ade say mienu na aba na ye mo miensa say Ricky Hari siasia. Eso me na me chama de odi mi ano. De binu mo ye wa hanu ma anye ne sa on be adwene. Eze nkofo go say o mo nko an adu o mo so a. E babam. Te say ni patre na e che ni petu ade. Ko pem say ah wona eso say.
Matiase.
Hari oni siasia o mo nyini nje edibo.
Oh
nya na jibo nya no
me matase
abi asere ki
me tase ba se pa
adeni bia na amabio mu o de tento boas ese no ese no me ba be forward we so de ama ima na so go because adeni de che de tie bia no o se tebo adeni yeto ese tebo obi am fasika ma obi awa
ye fan show bia ansem Wa
pesika no so abayin so pesika no. Sika no 500. You wait mama 200. Eno kwa ni pa no nya de obeti ase. Oso ye nto. Enti same. Ndi asome o sesi anu no. Enti he ko
ade no. Opanyini no edema se emwa na nka internet ade na nka intimi expand your research.
Na nko fom fa nya adwuma mfifi. To ba research no wa bona wo ba nya safi na abetuto apapa so.
Now for research purposes. And a cable no the idea why den. And say when you give it to the person meant for or none the idea be kwa more yi dey go on the phone so. Na wetimi expand the research and send your opinion in person here na oh there be so one kind of bet at the moment no legend with you.
Okay. Adwuma fifi bra.
Cable dey be connect no and why den. And so wetimi ni data no say bia no to 20 cedis this time round betimi akọ 100 cedis no so betimi aboa no won if you man netimi expand the
research na me nyen sir
still now you are not convinced
me nyen sir
but said the make no what I said there
a good point but
let's say cable no so ma no odi akro
be champ bi
esa research purposes na papa no person this can ye no yentimi nye
na sa de my your research that
oh no
wait na de na account mu you man me nkasa bia menya you but I don't know that much more safe as if your account with tuma
account
na da ho
account when account when ni pa dia
you be create new cry
na account bia say ni person go
iska signatures na more than one
na ni pa bi on tin fa plan go iska
no dey say no dey but you ma say
you ma
a good boy
there no
but so he ho so he ho
titi adenzo wa onyi pe wa odi esika nzo ati
in between no dey bet mercy
there be any problem
the man record say on 2 occasions were delivered so what's your
problem any problem me nyimi wonni osika no dam de mayiman because me scared am phone sika wa me phone we am azumi se me dia
asemo
enti obi sika ba me wam ze man nko enti sa na te ne ye behwe yima enap anopa yima akobusa omse no ana no mo expect se bi beba ba omo koye no so omo to ntwen nti ehwe se beba na ko ba bo wi odi na afi ye fama nyamre wo ho no on se so na me ka no emre wo ho se ye di bia mu bia koto na de
Tama
yeah go and okay
some football administrators who say ministry no they say ye dey ma GF national teams no mo reject it mabontin me can be been fa ho
but they have written there's a document was send the division 1 clubs no na omo cheche ni mem say for some time now camping expenses of national teams be GF in it
omo yom discuss kokoji
omo wie no make it chance say a cock and bull story
because
but o chese omo so etua enema bi enu ntina omo no sa no
hama enu mimigidi edin
okay
na me ba be
media line second time
enu minti engine of course seasonal league in there he said that o statement na we issue any there zonal league na ebeba so
a proposal bibia anya maso that's why I called me Nra obi ma me hint say the GFA president and the GACA chairman our money minister ko meeting at that meeting no and minister no ebo mama ne say no I say fianu ka so scratch surface the president is very careful in taking decisions like that
yes
yenina ye wa ha exam CEO na see e be observe social distance akwala ba akukonya covid aban na mankola nkofie the ball na ye nkobo on registration we kra
yeah
obia ye so far o register wa take your own responsibility ni ade so wo ma kan bom aban and this aban se mo nkobo ball na se omko pass ball na covid ba akokra ba so government according to minister no say mon farm roadmap na mon train together with COVID task force mon check how am wetin ma ball na he NC.
Tama project restart
yeah, when you convince them, that is where you be. Auntie, was to say.
Because me, Mr. Fianu interview now, I'm mashing me. Say, October no, asem bit my back big time.
Assemble.
Say October date no.
Them say proposed date.
And I'm because I proposed date. No, say.
Also, can be say government never try. So you can sit here and say so about December. Ningina buying
instead of say I look like a propose no, it look more like I say a fix.
I said GF the omo there say this is the way we want to go.
Well,
because headline here captain
ACC for no so be ko be mine. Saturday channel na otwe
na ko to board meeting no so ye dey ko come on
so ama
Mr. Dudi ni man ko
o de koye o de nkata ni akodan wo mu
okay
one ne report ni mu no omo no as the interim management IMT no aja to me say ombeko Africa nti omo de akoma board na kan che board ni say board ma kwan dia ombeko
Africa na board na aja to me da na ntisa
o de bi say na nya official afi na
maybe it is board na ntisa
official om kojitum enti sisi the meeting before and afi no sa no man na ofu se secretariat be hia no so
den service abo no
so no o de akokoto ni nyina so o de akoto wo manim esi na ombeti Africa Cup committee na omati a project supervisory committee just so answer bisa there's going to committee bia so ba na
say man
India I see one there am say be sa hwentwe so kakra
okay say man
media wo mu papa efa FA ni the
esco no have time no
FA ni esco omo meeting omo koye ya
na za na wonya foreign
investment minyanka mensa
minyanka be ko no local kwa
minyanka
mame fa time ni nyina nchewo
minyanka mensa
na mame ko Ricky o na me ba me ma more time na fa Ricky ya nkoi na fa me ma more sa microphone no see a person the city to where I can share that your dear
so they are having said and so still legend yan chat you for na yan kakra enu na Real Madrid for ejo 34th La Liga trophy 34th La Liga trophy. Na legend yan kan kwa chi bebrebe de be kanyina na se
ngofo adi league 34 times
34 de be kanyina na se congratulations to Real Madrid.
Chelsea for adi
Chelsea Chelsea there's always a single number
this is as I say
this was a single number and
go for sorry so much
football
Africa Cup back it is a
football no san sibiti
it is obi adi 34 what you say as it is
san sibiti
say
oh san sibiti in a sense your movement be a club be a be pick his momentum to win trophies
obi adi 34 was a moment they have been consistent throughout.
Yes.
What he says, moment.
Such as in Chelsea didn't start as a big club.
So I don't know here can I got a moment
but it's a moment in any sense.
Real Madrid have won today.
And they Chelsea for a person where no matter a big club.
Real Madrid. I'm saying comparison there nobody even me say Obia the 34.
Yes.
What he says as a 7. So the point is that any moment as a Seriki, a moment.
Oh, legend.
A moment. A moment.
And comparison.
34 is no moment.
And yes, you compute, but I'm saying, say,
sanity.
Club will be at Tini. Also, beat some Manchester City. And they, I feel, no much show signs of being a big club. And to was it, and then
they have shown signs. By your club business, they showed sign and they continue to show signs.
They belong to a different level. Know a certain class. But they tell make us a sign and city and a legend. Who say and there a club when who say and what's a year normal big club and also an elite club no. What's they will start winning. And it's watch Chelsea for the
CBT kind of into the old
legend.
34 says the other sign is you are a small club.
Yeah, Madrid for Abaso. There's one thing about Real Madrid. There's one thing about Real Madrid. There's one thing about them. See,
how did that club win a landing and 6 times you have national champion on national champions what is it?
And I make answer.
People of 30 others.
You see, the moment Arsenal started, legend. Arsenal, they have realized we a big club. So also we are normal as a big club. So they started winning. Oh, they are so no Faba. Our London. So I say, and Arsenal realizes so a big club. And to obey normal big club, Capia you following. After Chelsea, for one other teams in any city, Mama realizes you bet me catch it up. We have to go the same way Manchester United, the same way Liverpool, the same way Arsenal. And to almost start normal big clubs in the and almost started some way as our man, legend almost started winning. And we and you who sad, you know. Enter America say, legend, Mato, you belong to a different class. But club,
I'm saying that it's a club, it's a Real Madrid.
Yes.
On say our clubs are, they are very good numbers.
Yeah.
But then
they are faded out. Yes.
What makes your club a big one? To say man's all fast now.
Yes.
In the last 14-15 years, Arsenal have not won the championship. So I say. So when they can't omo ye kesia untimi fa hungoshim.
Oh yeah, say.
Sanso na ye ka omo yes kesia. Now nyibi na nanu na wo je miensa ne nan ne numu a. You can also cannot claim to be a big one. Me masema me ka de number bi no me ba. Meba, the one who is big are the ones Omajia and
is established.
So I'm saying that they are in a different class.
Oh, that one is
and
fine. No, the point I'm trying to make is that almost those clubs, you know, legend, what they need, Deportivo Mebo Premiership. Now have that idea, say, you perceive you catch up with the best in the league. You start to do things the best, you know, for the club. And the very moment you take those initiatives, you know, and not anybody pitch our club from that level to a certain height.
You're different.
That doesn't mean that you are at the level of Kotokwani House. I'll be getting it.
Exactly.
Yes, you are not at the level of House to cook any Kotoko. Yes.
And yes, I will have bear Fuji Munumi and Sembia. Me Boria Madrid about say. Said to win your title on 34 different occasions. Oh, but I started it. And I'm going to be throw the maker one chassis.
Me not tell me, but that's all better over to
no, because they made me suggest and then the whole can be different. Me say for you to be called a big club, you should show a certain level of consistency, and for anybody to win your championship, look at them on 34 occasions. Just say, what shall see and you are still there, and there are clubs like that. And you're more imagine Numnin and saying, and as a sanity. And
I'm saying, that one is a fat and only the baby.
And you're saying
the first point is okay. It's fine.
And you're saying
the first point is okay.
And
but I'm saying, the other side is that the other smaller clubs no more pick it up. No, I feel almost I realize and what's a year normal, these elite clubs and I. And almost started some more, almost 13 year results. And the chairman. I'm not casting. When you establish a point, you establish another point. I don't pursue it. The American say, and Chelsea, they've won the Omar winning because I feel that Chelsea realizes say, before you can win, you need to get this and that. And the Chelsea started somewhere, they are winning. Legend. That is it. Your point is good.
Assembly can see full stop near we are. Now who could be back one? Oh, I said the enemy. I said, now the enemy Chinese say,
oh, let us go back. Mr. We are fine. And the point I'm making, that's
my example. Barcelona, how many times on La Liga?
Barca 26. Yeah,
it's a sign that they are a big club. Juventus are just saying.
Do your 35 or because it's
a sign that it's a big club. One chance and will be in there. Consistency. So those boys, one more material local championship, a freeway corner.
I did not repeat it.
I'm laying emphasis on my point. I'm on a yakes for.
Yes.
And to ya one more mujaya soon. Say yes, so say I can see
more could you be baby. Oh, who? As I'm our can it's not 13. It's a fact. Yeah, can I say? As about 13 grade B. It's an established fact. You get it.
Grade A, according to grade A or more Magic League, 20 and above. To win your local champions on 20 occasions. What this demonstrates that you are a big boy.
It means Liverpool is not a big boy.
Big boy, Liverpool so much 20.
No. I'm 19 from Mukui.
Oh, but Liverpool is a big club.
I'm 19 trophy.
Oh, they are 19. They are big club. But Obi Owa, Manchester City.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
I feel no more try say.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
and they don't get there.
They're from emerging forces.
Yeah. Almost try say. No. Emerging force of no. You are not guaranteed.
Of course, that one is true.
But one more my be done. 20 times, 25, 30.
I did.
Oh, I know they always.
It's a bear for 4 no. Woman, you almost say. Yes, you team ye can say. Oh, sir, you have not had my point. Just be a good listener this morning.
No, your point.
And go 40.
I've really listened. Your point is very fine.
And go for sorry. There are people, probably you know, you won't conform visiting.
Oh, David.
So the point I'm making is the teams that went 50 years. Who they am for? Obitimos about 2020. Some went 50 years without winning anything.
And the person can't go for yourself.
Oh no. But we see there are big boys.
Yes.
But yeah, you will be one now. But the Chelsea in Man City mo. And one more as also big boys in the game. But I'm saying that they are emerging force. After no more you be a mere. What I say? Name no 1 more 34. 21 woman I
don't establish.
And that's something way fine.
Chelsea in Man City they are not there.
I'm saying say the entire Memeka say unse football clubs a generational legend. Whilst these class have been consistent for years class been so be pick it up no one will say that be me person me do the level of Madrid. I mentioned the Madrid 4 year na me be. And so almost started some years and you see signs and symptoms say indeed omu image.
Okay. Nottingham Forest.
Yes.
Your mom buy one baby, but they fell out.
And no, still now, as
and the first
you have not gotten my point.
That point,
let me ask you this.
Your point,
I've understood it. Me at all. Let me ask you this. Chelsea for realizes say on person a big club. Man City realizes on person a big club. Are they winning or not?
Oh,
from the moment they realize say you per se you big you compete.
They are winning.
That is exactly my point. The person can say the moment na City realizes what person or you big or statistics or you no man are big and indeed they are getting there.
But they are not big.
They are not big. The point I'm establishing is that
they are local championship. Say what boom feed doing na say be 9 numni ade no agya you are not big.
Nti so nko atema semana legend kenko ba. The reason is that ebia that period na for instance ebia elimination Asaba Ghana League. Obe bobi obe participate. Obe so participating for the people of Elmina. Na idea ne enya say to challenge Kotoko ne house. But the moment that Dr. Ndombe realizes say that be me person me challenge Kotoko ne house na obe ye no ma be challenge Kotoko ne house. So from that moment na e ho no mo era ne be start. Yeah, legends,
when your era starts, it doesn't make you big.
You're not big. That one,
yes. But the bottom line, I do not mean the argument, and say the fact that you want to be big,
yes,
and that's how I'm big. No, doesn't make you big. The period.
Oh, that's so Bianca, so Bianca. Oh, the can say.
That's my point. So you see, let's end it. Say there are big boys, and there are those who are trying to be big.
Period.
That was the best.
Seven brothers will be any.
But no, there are big boys. We local league 34 times.
Oh yes. Oh, then you tip.
When
our babies are said, now Chelsea for margin said that braces now. And when you raise Chelsea arguments, and I mention why Chelsea.
Chelsea they are not big.
They are not big, but they will get there.
What says it? No, be honest, you guys will go do it.
Oh, you
that's
get
why
it.
I gave you example of Nottingham Forest.
Oh, legend. Oh.
There's no guarantee that you'll be big. You'll be big.
Oh, but even with that, you can still expand it and analyze it. Say, omunya big. When you pick certain clubs, maybe I as you. But in their own ways, omunya big.
Matuasi.
Oh yeah, legend in their own ways.
Matuasi.
Oh yeah,
in Obiawe or a big.
Me what just say?
Obiawe or a big. In Obiawe, create small. If you create a small room, now so Shema you are big.
Exactly.
And it doesn't make you big. You are big because of the room, the side where you occupy.
Oh, but sir, in terms of anytime you make comparison, obi baba sreja obi. Anytime you make comparison. So when you pick Barcelona, they are big. But when you pick Barcelona and Madrid are bigger. Anytime you make comparison, anytime you pick two variables now compare, but compare better than one. It doesn't mean that one now when you're better, no. In terms of the two, no, on when you're big. Or the status of a big club, but then one is better than one. So when you pick Barcelona and Madrid, Madrid is bigger. It doesn't mean that Barcelona is a big club. Intelligence and CBT. Now you see, and the course war, Alfredo Di Stefano.
There's no big club.
But just say
there's no big club.
There's no big club.
You know, be a small win or a big.
Oh, and I'm saying the very my understanding of comparison. The very moment you pick two variables, one will be bigger, one will be better than one. The very moment, over picking number two, so we'll compare number two, no, but be better than one. Sanet here. Is Munich not a big club? But Madrid is bigger than Munich. Sanet, you get it. You pick Barcelona, you pick Barcelona, you pick my friend say Inter Milan. Then you compare the two, then Inter will be smaller. When you pick Barcelona and Inter, Barcelona is bigger than Inter Milan. It doesn't mean say Inter Milan is big. But when you compare two variables, one will be better than one.
Why don't you move on?
Oh, Saren, can you move on? I mean, when you bring it, I will explain.
Oh, yeah, they have an obvious argument.
But
I have to let you go.
It's the same thing you are making. The same thing you are also making.
There are big clubs.
Yes.
In the class of the big clubs, some are bigger than others. But it doesn't change the fact that they belong in the same category. Oh, when we are in the same class, your class back, but in that class, Obi ne be the first, Obi ne be the fourth.
That's one.
No, that's our category. And so the argument that if you pick two variables, back also same back, that is what cures it. Because even though Madrid may be bigger than Barca, or probably Manchester United may be bigger than we know. There is a class of big boys, and that's where they are. But that's where they are.
Oh, legend.
Then you move to another category.
Yes.
Then you move to another category in grades, in classes. So I made a basic and a simple argument, which have ended. Say, Obia wetimi in the local league 34 times. He will prove say he has been very consistent. That was my point. It ends there. In this Obijin Numnin, he's not there.
He's not there. But I feel no say error na start. You don't want to understand this. I feel na start. It's fine. I think
we have made we have made a point.
Legend is as simple as that.
Okay.
I feel no more realizes we want to get to that level. And therefore no error na start. It's just that. Sound is BT baby, legend. And I think say the Chelsea argument now will make it, you know. That is my understanding of the whole issue. And Chelsea Beji says so because I feel a club and I realize say let's go that way. Almost starting son, almost winning Premiership titles, almost winning Champions League. And I feel no more realizes they want to get to a certain height. And I feel no more error no after that one you don't want to understand.
How will I? How will I understand?
I
have made a point.
Yes.
As I'm the old kind, whether will be at us. I'm saying that there are bigger boys. Those who have won league on a certain number of occasions, they are the big boys. And those start here, you are not. Until you reach there, you have started, but you are not.
Oh, that's
I won't start in. I mean, I don't care. I want when you get there one day, I'll add you to those lists. Period.
And you don't understand the point where I say, I feel now a certain error started your man. What is our point in I say?
And yes, sir. I don't recognize it.
Because Juventus, that class you are talking about. But the making I say, I feel a Chelsea City. There are some class I feel must start certain projects.
You ask a question. Let me.
And I want more on success period.
Let me simplify it for you because if you cry, you for us with this thing, people might not be interested. But I'm saying that if you start something, it doesn't mean you are finished.
Oh, legend.
And there are people, hold on, there are people who started and did not finish. And you have to realize they are starting.
Yes.
And just say you get there. Asa?
No, sir, that is not where you know. But the meme can say, Yantias say, I feel that these clubs no period not starting. That is it.
Okay.
That is the point. The point is that I feel no one realizes say, and what's a me be to catch up with the Ellis. When you but I feel an era in the period not starting.
Let's go.
I think Sana is a bit yeah, you better congratulate you Madrid. Say Omonyo 34 La Liga title. Now, near say one club at any point in time, omo compensate omo supporters with something. One thing about Real Madrid. And it's also a movement and Barcelona for dominant in La Liga no. Because over the last 7, 8, 9, what they compare to 10 years from 2010 by BC this period. Often in that process, na Madrid La Liga na no moje no. The tell La Liga trophy they've won in the last 10 years. But omo win it 3 out of 10 years no. The omo making sure some omo say they will give Madrid for supporters and Champions League trophies. And at the time when they were not getting La Liga trophies, the omo ye so omo compensate omo supporters with Champions League, and that is Real Madrid. Sometimes I na me bisa mo say clubs in be okra and support da nkasa because it's difficult to say you go a whole season without a trophy, and that's Real Madrid. They either give you a Champions League trophy, they either give you a Copa del Rey, they either give you a La Liga trophy. So a difficult say in a season. Na Madrid for ebeko trophyless and town to almost for a period be say 2-3 years. Madrid at any point in time or be guarantee a certain trophy. And that's something Enra Madrid for supporters no edema tima your friends say Real Madrid na nyetini Enra satama celebration koso no. Na ubebisa ho a lot of questions about some of the players in Madrid setup no. Especially Gary Bay. Me sure say after La Liga trophy we see any season and there are some players on must stay Real Madrid on be just our players in kwan amomako. They have won this trophy because pick the squad of Real Madrid this particular season. Me can say they do not have the best squad when you compare Madrid and Barcelona, but the one say they had balance in their team. They had balance in their team, so compare pick it team from goalkeeping, defense, method, attack. So pick side departments when now so they compare Barcelona there now. Barca was squad in terms of balance, na Madrid for better than Barcelona. And they overtias here. And after the game, Barcelona lose to Osasuna 2-1. Now say utie the comments of airline no Messi, you understand say indeed way one seasoner. Barcelona set up Lionel Messi and happy with the setup. Na Messi kasa ya mi won say Messi kasa to say they no kasa no. I've never seen Lionel Messi or heard him speak the way he spoke yesterday. And what say say offer Barcelona set up ni na indeed game na no mo against Osasuna no. Messi and in the Barcelona elbow the same type of football against Napoli or catch supporters ni na say yenwie a game between Barcelona and Napoli no. Net my friends say Barcelona are out. So mo boss abon no mo boy na. And this is Lionel Messi speaking. There is somebody at any point in time people expect him to inspire confidence. But Enra he poured out. Or can no me woni mu nyina the Barcelona team no. E catch supporters ni nyina. Enti a good for team and friends Real Madrid. And I idea on my year over the years, San Americano. A sign of a big club. It is also Liverpool. Movement na mutimi NJ a Premiership legends or more. Domo ye ni say omo compensate omo supporters no Champions League. Enti oba no ma Champions League baako na Liverpool supporters na koma to omo ye. Omo ye sad na kopim so munya Premiership title dey am Liverpool audience no. Eno na Madrid eye, eno na Barcelona eye, eno na Bayern Munich eye, eno Juventus eye. And even when Juventus are not winning the Champions League, they will give you Serie A. And idea and Real Madrid for once again, Oma compensating your supporters now with La Liga trophy. So I think that your coach friend says Zidane Abaso, 11 trophies, about 3.5 seasons, and also 4 seasons at Madrid. 11 trophies there, not just a was ropa. And your coach friend says Zidane Abaso. That is it.
And start to there be a Befi. Okay. Captain. Zidane is turning out to be we're great that, but
of course. The elite coaches, no.
Yeah,
consider no. I think that is a creative.
I think this Real Madrid team has almost started, you know.
Also, two coaches.
Nobody not even believe
two coaches by
okay.
Lopetegui.
I also be young waste time with you, Kakrane.
So of course,
by 45.
Of course, the issues on Kimfesa, me person me can wasem. Now the na discussing. Now you live in a world that so too. Sasem bi bana this no kwana say wo kan na ya mouth tag bi. And especially at the time you woman are going to election period no. Oh can say be an nipa fan say you are against the government. But this is the baby nipa enya ya any Smith. Yanya de no e football sports anayeka. So say bibi cost na me free say emwa sports na so to eseka. And to be message na maka. That's not to say I'm against Obi or I'm for Obi. I mean, I don't politics. I don't belong there. No, I've had calls maybe issues by
once we are convinced to say
yes.
They all can hear. Go ahead and say it. Yeah.
Fantastic. So too. Sure, Ghana you win nay. So too. Be and sequence a bit more football. Be and block here. Looking at a near my air cost or my recently. You see, I don't know as my name Mr. Fiano can minister no can say about the school because of Monco and a man for go school, you by a Sankas or Monsamra. Eh, be a not young 2 money ye. Come a bar says a school for the corner.
And I'm more better.
You see, Mr. To I'm a goofy. Anna Yadiano Equana Air Cosu, Ofi. To the extent that the report which they say, Yadiano, Yahuno, Umunya door so saying the foreigners different you buy. I hope we get to the point now.
And that is Ubia maybe. Some 23 24.
And you mean to say,
and then the foreigners are saying,
yes, among ourselves. Yadiano air Sasai. Pa, at the school for no air cost school. No, na a beer. You bet a bind bet my baby better than say, catch them. I say. Munko go school ya mamu parents na say yentimi ko visit home omo enko school ho abra ya hwe obia situation na owo mu a ode ko for example testing because the government was doing contact tracing na o ye no for free say enipa bi na seminar e bia ya me a ye bet try nipa me no omo anya nsawoso nyina no aba no be try busa me mama keka so we 100 cry do ba metoto abano that I'm testing the test no muntua kapre so nanka school for na ikono nanka yentimi nya bibi in a form of testing nanka hu obi status of the program. We didn't do that. Your man granny free fear be say course anti ebinum e carry virus no the program and they say ebinum ho
nkola say no mo nya bi
hey and no akwana meet we be meeting here Accra guys they are talking about 50 or so in the news so because in the news.
Now, 7 recover. Secondary school.
Somebody has a 50 as a 15.
Secondary school Ghana.
And I was also me tell you something I say about I think the Western region baby. 7 of the secondary senior high schools no. Omanya cases. 7 of them. Numbers no meaning but 7 of the senior high schools Omanya cases.
Number of secondary schools.
So I don't need to know but Senei and Clark quite a big issue. And my parents, ABCG, the school, no, or more premises, some from medical. And the time minister, no, Fianone, every presentation, or they are no by example. Submit Mr. Venuia. Or the Clark by example. It's a maker says, if that thing has been, yes, I did not. Will be a status like set testing of school for Anfanamako. Because the possibilities are not free fiacco. Because of the Americans say, yeah, interrelating to no, high no. HSA school ni na so kon betimi anyabi. Eti you don't want to catch as a money parent no wasn't enough.
So be picky a case in isolation or the argument. I am my funding and check the number of secondary schools.
So may funny because Papa they are no here.
Let's look at the number of secondary schools in Ghana. When more schools is here. And Colombo schools is here because and they have been there for over 1 month, 1 month, 1 or more. And Nano and another can number. You're talking about 700,000 or something. Of course, this is a virus. And it's about 5, 10, 15 video. So if about 0.1%, Nasa omunya virus libya. Nanko for fair the argument say we should have tested all of them. You see the point I'm making. No, yeah, na me some of those arguments because what are the numbers?
Good.
As for COVID, the way by no WHO now there's also be asymptomatic. You cannot. So it's a disease we are still researching. They have not finished with it. And it's a week of one school, Accra girls, and school out of over this number of schools. No, I say we should have tested them and tested them to COVID once. You see, they do those arguments at their convenience.
I am using that because the sports minister. I'm using that because the sports minister.
Football.
The sports minister use as a case study. I don't know what free say as a football for a convincing the government.
Captain, all those who listen to him or say he was rather talking about issues of isolation. Say, ya careful now. Semba kukusia. Said you're blown out of proportion. That is why we are being extra careful.
Good.
That's what I.
That is why me said that I shouldn't have even used the Accra girls issue.
Who shouldn't have?
The woman I on board, no, and subject to scrutiny. Which subject? What I say? I'm making I'm pointing a point home. So what I mean is now football be I'm on baby our supporters someone. What are you talking about? Must I keep your mouth shut now? Keep
your mouth shut.
That's what kind of something there's something baby. Or not the car me. Keep your mouth shut.
Keep your mouth shut.
Say your colleagues. Your colleagues, you do a whole lot of it ends there. You're sorry, bro. You're sorry. All fun, you wouldn't say. You can't bother that, but.
And the captain didn't are buying MIM mobile. Let's move there.
If you know the kind of proposals, say unless they are catching and create. According to the FA, the medical committee, no, any proposal that come out buying earlier on, no more expecting give it to me back. So I want to believe that proposal is with the government. Abayano free said that I'm convincing enough. And you know, me football Miami. But the reason why the reason I make us say nay football everything me a koso. Now koso say so your proposal I'm going they were talking about say Misoto yebebo game no na say they buy currently kwano yebebo game without supporters being at the stadium of Vero Stadium. Right? The biggest problem was Sika. The biggest problem was Sika.
There's so many scams.
It is a nice if the FA no convinced say Sika. Ombetimi aye dia. It's a matter of the FA no pushing that proposal to the government to let the government know say so recent happenings like school for school children
school go school
school for be eco school
culture final exams
and a green track for
there are people who are against it.
Good people
Ghana for including you. So they say okasa just a won't play no so because you antest me
that's me please enough idea
your Ghana forms in Kwanzi eco school.
So you better not go school say if a proper thing is done.
Where proper thing is for testing people.
Of course, that is the way I will bet me a dependent status. And the son of Banama believe we. Now may catch us a contact tracing. Contact tracing now bano yano or yan contact tracing.
School for teacher forum coach and almost 15 echo.
All these factors could have been considered. All these factors could have been considered.
Born on say Bonnie and I'm a Manchester and Crystal Palace game. My Kobe Jominim de Noy. As Okrafumbi. Oh, here in Tema, as Okrafumbi. And you all banado phone, man. Now, I didn't know.
Who say, I say, a code be that so.
FND proposals, a command the government, not always to say, a banner to the FSA.
and for that matter, I go to the clubs no. I have 500 out of the nanka yepeno. Because 22nd nay, Sikaba. But I'm sided with those clubs. Almost decided to say, Omun Pesicano, any. And no, make I repeat it. And so, me how can see a pan say the game changer. That's the current FA president. Or winning election mostly because of Division 1. Mostly because of Division 1. This is a fact. Me free say the game changer. Omo camp on entimi deny. Because the Division 1, 48 clubs in Division 1 no, a lot of good to him. Me free say Senka ye pese football e baso say na omo pese omo chia na omo push aban say aban no eboa ye football na anka time ni ye Senka omo demonstrate say one leadership no because he cares about the club and he cares really well. The FA president. But Sefikaba now me so to $142,000 all they command the national teams. Not say $7,500 no come Division 1 no entimi and test of players for envama. It means what someone now can mean proposal to come out by now track up because if we say about just can be the aba win for be no money no enjoy. But if you really mean the okay there say if we say it's a football basso name of the kind of clubs ni and a FIFA Mr. Tommy can say mu yache our platform is so FIFA at the sa sikano buy not because clubs in na yomo de na say fan yomo first this cano e be ma clubs omu ni no omu ntena fie FIFA de o ye no eye ekwan na FIFA de e for so say football e be back to life I don't think FIFA e try push sa anymore offense or this mitigation plan we e dia ba ni member association we dey ma wo so I expecting the FA ni say nka first akomani be kwa akwan be for football be returning. And football be returning. Push the sikana kese don e dey clubs no, especially taking care of testing. So kwa be for testing players no. Okay, be we next say test care fan. You be testing for all the players to make sure say you to test players no. You we go convince a man say after all you sika but test all the players. It will be good enough for a band to accept say you come back go football. You don't do this. No what it is kind of Black Star $70,000. Now be catch there say.
Na captain I say me nkwama just watching you topic.
Oh me wa
now o ka say aban na am mo ball. But me tia say we just I say the GFA itself is not committed.
Uja community me yeta me transit na move to next day you know.
I'm just reconciling the two. Probably you don't understand it.
On one breath,
how do you combine them?
On one breath, me free say aban no my more football because not because of COVID-19 but because sika I offer my football for aban no prepared to release that amount now ye no
me can say o can say to coach you o say o dey why you convinced the bia say bibia no prevent you from playing football
of course except
that was the basic
and apart from
one verse scan answer so o dey mama into aso one can say except
me be sure
okay, and teachers and young common I really followed your argument. And now, who say boss a GFA for no so crack on your mobile. And I make us say, it means we are buying it. And I'm not joining with FA and come here because FA who say the government is not prepared to release that sika for them. That is why you out of the bunch, you only 500 people. And they come on, man. It is a tell no year. Almost like catch the minister and say, even though you're Darcy. Now so Oliver Twist always asking for more. And you know say that's what Fiano said. Fiano can Miguel Fiano say is a story I know was say they need clearance from government. I know another aspect of can I say minister and first he was as that. For that 500 people now munya yedima amano. And almost answer say minister no kwa on can be more muna so be better sabe kan ho. Oh, but I think the entire minister no is clearance. So the GF don't program about. Move no this argument is over. Okay. Nobody. It's over. Well, say there and yes can buy GF free buy oh. GF is convinced League October. They have given a date. Yes. And minister catch almost say. Sa October na mo se mo bebo ball no. Enye muntimi more without government giving you clearance because the tier ya yedin komoyi 31st and our president Abekasa. No, Bani say I extended restriction to another 3 months. How do you play football in October? So give us a roadmap.
Good.
For instance, say, boy, you're born in October, the players by August, September, they should start training, pre-season. You can't do it. So convince us with your program, your roadmap.
Yeah.
And then they also have to cast a match mind there. Yeah,
that's why me move to the FA now. Now me FA no so enya asoma me no more can say and some the FA president any ne esco no catch any de omo anamo omu tuo no owankasa omu mini de omo kasa omo ka because say a pesika fra ban na ban sika ma ya FIFA aba out with something FIFA de sika aba and I'm kind of to first time make us say FIFA sika the buy one from massive because yenye interview any FIFA episode football eba back go FIFA na Germany football no and what they aba and what create another avenue for you with my loan
maybe can crate bi a chere mo the FIFA scan of the brain ehim sa munya na mo ball
why emphatic right good but I can't tell
ehim me kan chem to see ehim oso munya na mo ball
good
nti nyese ba chisika di
munya na mo ball ko fa 7,500 comma division 1 ya de football
na se FIFA no na mo scan ball
ayo na de ma ba ho de aba e wo a be si wo so no ana mzo to na me ka say ye de hia ansa na ye de fata
guys can no mo division 1 when you say yeah na sometimes who say
I like that
it will sound like no you it will sound like I support or I don't support the call of
you are doing your job as a host
ndika omo emma sign and kebe so
to be free say kakaka na matam dia ma various national teams they need less I don't know na make us asem no
come division 1 for
say even I'm not saying say
the payment plan of FIFA COVID-19 refund is guided by FIFA operational model and governance structure, which document has been shared with all clubs. The funding is broken down into 2 phases, 500k in July, another 500k in January, plus an additional 500k for women. This brings the total FIFA COVID-19 vote to 1.5 million up to January 21. This is different from the FIFA Forward 2.0 operational cost settlement. In addition to this, there's CAF COVID. Cascano, CAF so abre 300,000 about.
After 200,000 be by yearly.
Also, I don't know the bet to one running now. Rick, what kind of year is 1.8 million?
Okay.
So 1.8 million the total cost.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1.8 the money there 500 plus the 1 million plus CAF giving a buy, you know. CAF so much $300,000. And then football phone be say CAF see can in 300 na 5 almost other federation 500.
The whole thing is just a CAF more 200 every season.
And was it no plus the 300.
I know plus the 300, yes.
And the FIFA operational model, and the FIFA almost say, I said the permissible use of funds as captured in the FIFA operational model and governance structure on COVID-19 review plan include, but are not limited to one, restart of competitions across all categories.
So FIFA was
restart of across all categories, the implementation of return to play protocols, the participation of national teams of all categories in restarted competition, the payment of staff costs and rehiring of essential staff where necessary, the maintenance of footballing infrastructure, the payment of general administration and operating costs. The FIFA, the first thing is the money and starting football in them. First 3 minutes.
Black Stars. Under 15. Now the catcher and say
Black Stars all restarted.
Restarting Black Stars, the government takes care of the Black Stars. Say if you don't Black Stars hoka or yes sir, they are a buying in future discuss and say if this one is correct man Black Stars hoka, a government takes care of the Black Stars and yet who hold the Black Stars or national teams in trust for the government of Ghana. It is so true. Say as some of you can you say more if we are where they are. Then the against football no back to life no should have been much more important than cheddar comma sasa and one for any man. So football start here for schools and colleges home.
Okay, so you can go and hire the baby ama je kakrana and cause but Mrs. Evelyn Nsiasa writes or say why do we play politics with everything in this country? even with our lives. I can confidently say that the secondary and basic school candidates in school are safer in there than being home. I believe it's a sort of quarantine. Because last Tuesday at Sunyani Market, it was just horrible. All the other students who are not in school were just roaming around with no nose mark. I think it's about time we stop the politicization and the unnecessary noise and focus how to get rid of the dangerous pandemic in our lives. Okay, meaning who is referring to specifically, but sanitary. Chairman Candy. So Chairman Candy, Otuo from Germany. Was it greetings to everyone, bro, especially Siasia. So Chairman Candy. Katonga Chairman Candy. Ana
Chama kanse mbibia no.
Oh, okay, meaning for bibia.
As much meeting kaso go baga na mami ni aketwa no. NS.
Zezo Germany.
Kajon baba batman tinka. Chama ba mentoka.
We nyama.
Ya fa.
Mami zancha
ya fa namba na me
phobia.
Na gam ni nkomo.
School phobia omu tie dwumadie wo. KNMTC. KNMTC. Charity Gilberta Ohima Esther Margaret Mama Curtis a lot of mama munyina tie dwumadie bi ti de okan na omote yeah zergi yengo
aya mesra
yengo table ade de nzenko fobi de enko fobi de emza internet de ye de be form akọ nipa bi wa ha mba just
Mr. Kujo Fianu minim say na edu moment like this ono na brebi also a champion normal because he's done this good cause for so many times. Oya brebia minim say probably he's chairing ga kania de adenintia. So it always takes Kujo Fianu because me kai was it question Ntechi last year in office, you know. Mekai sikabi buy na clubs and there be that amount of money they give to them. Since the TV right money omo chair obi enya $5,000 bi Kujo Fianu mo transfer am say no. $5,000 there saying how do we manage the and they pushed eventually almost out of 5,000 can mo nya $10,000
and then next start time
start times I think first year na omo ba on board no so yes 10 years no omo first year na omo ba on board no and na Kujo Fianu LED clubs and mo saka say sika no and they
my current and I'm said this is a Chelsea fan who Suriki Abuaman and Yame wrong. I said, please, today I think you are not being fair to Chelsea. Ricky did not compare Chelsea and Madrid when he was starting. I think this, based on your submission, Arsenal 2 is not a big team. I don't think I've said Arsenal is a big team. I've never said that. You also said for the past 14 to 15 years, Arsenal has not won the Champions. When that does not make them a big team. But from that same time, Chelsea has won the Champions 5 times plus other valuable trophies like the Champions League and the Europa League. And to conclude, Mami, and tell me whether Chelsea is in the class of Real Madrid. I'll be fine. But you're going.
And legend Sani is identity. And Mr. Kujo Fianu once again wants to lead a good cause. And baby, a captain Eddie Canfano. That is how I then was CCB. Yeah, pet fans. I had the best clubs as my bobo. Osa me kasa se mu ofia se Satama Ghana Football Association edi proposal kwa to ministry ni aban nanim no legend proposal nim no they didn't give anything roadmap on betimi the abo football and as modalities no say in case the government mo that green light and say oh dear go and play mu betimi akwa mo ball na omantimi an convince government say ye be we all the necessary protocols ni be follow. Proposal me de koma Ghana ban say momwa ye momma ye sika. So they went and demanded for money. Sika no mko bisaye. And say Ghana ban tenase na that time no oni sika de bema JFF a ne woma ne say yetimi mobo no. Now FIFA e discover. So sika na e ban na na me kana say to me the amount of money they involved in na enso. But then say we have fair sharing of the money. Na ekwa the right channels na say ye the $1 million aba ye priority na at this point in time again is it about Ghana League, is it about coast football, and to say it's about Ghana League and when was a channel the quantum of the money and when was a channel is Canadico but rather they decided some discano ebekwa akoma air national teams and send the captain ekan no national teams already omo funding is being done by the government and the priority setting say all prioritizing between national teams any Ghana league juvenile football and here fan also this says kaneko ti baby what says kaneko no the premiership clubs and of course division 1 clubs then to some extent the RFs and one also this kaneko but omotrans in minimum what went into that inside decision by legend decision by was it executive committee decision they were sharing the coin near that the coin
executive committee no finance committee no adwuma so omo
the mandate
and omo chair no the executive committee executive committee ajatum
and so eventually executive committee decision if possible they should go back to the drawing board once again omo ko tenase baby omo this scan no that's not the right channel also omo this scan ko me tell say omo say a bubble league in October something say betimi abo league in October who bisa when say hey fan a class and be kwa fa say sika na omo betimi dia push omo says for the league normal condition omo ho in terms of preparations in terms of organizations because you have already shown to the government to say there clubs in here from government sika and to say FIFA edisika ba the monies should go into the clubs omo confess ni no say economy timi de eboabo omo ho but the also say no ma we nyina legend and am kasa simu fi a chro say the Ghana football pa enye sika no enye the amount of money that came Ghana Football Association confess anything say legacy debt almost omodika na ye den association kakraka say na almost omuni sika bia do ma council me say the right thing and say kasa $1 million in a free FIFA oba na kapi na ka FA no so akomo futuom so ahu na almost say FA yanso ye betimi support be $500,000 meaning why the accounts of the FA no so empty, so red, so derate. Me do not mean say Ghana Football Association, an organization like Ghana Football Association, confess, completely empty. Me do not want me and it's not about Sikano buy and send Sikano one. Of course, the FIFA and we have been on all the various federations. And to the Ghana and we have been in South Africa, and we have been in Egypt, and we are member association as $1 million and $500,000. It will be shared across board. And will be. But the other countries in area say those who have really run their administrations very well say the $1 million a bar. No, so I can confess in him. No, so I pick $1 million. No, the account no charge their class no. And you be enough money for the sharing. But over the years, how I am managing the finances of Ghana Football Association no, anybody one no. Say no me can we say COVID-19 exposed Ghana Football Association big time. COVID-19, no. Actually, how we have managed our finances over the years. Nede ne FIFA ye. Kabi, how many members na forming part of FIFA? 209. What do you say 209? Say 200 in poor. Na so mo bia $1 million say $200 million. This is what the mother body ayedama members. And up to every federation bia say and kono so be kono confessing say FIFA na coffee $200 million and was also the grant at all say wa person ultimate access loan no bra yesabema loan but ye no because for the past 3-4 years omo manage the finances of FNE ye nti no ye need to bia the photo to support yen class no in emergency situation and no problem na yete ho no. And now all the time, I'm an opportunity to radio, so I make us say, Mumia, yes, Ghana Football Association ye. Yan Sunny ye, nothing, the spectacle be a say near. A bad danger, my football in this country. Tell me, beside time I say, if possible, anchor the last Congress of Moko before the question to Tibecono. Would they come for financial statement of the F, so Congress in be off from rain. Near with the position of Ghana football when it comes to finances, Gasem. Nene ferry. Now $1 million yes, way. And to say, who put to be beer together. As I said, Sikano, or Martin found quite the right channels. Senka Sikana was a bikwaha, and was Senka Kwaha, Nene Kwasa Kwahano. the biggest of the problem no so ne say yen efe no coffers no too empty to the extent say in difficult moments omutimi empom member associations no and it say oh no we are part of this Ghana Football Association now who the kind of association I belong who baby I would pass and no man you are not part of the system. Obi no be more emergency help bia. And tisana exhibit here. Et could of no pushi. I know say omo pushi omo na say omo make a good proposal to the esqua. Esqua ne be kwa transfer ka say there be. And some more can mo mienti me kakra because under 17 under 20 under 23 blasters, these are national teams being funded by the government. And it's like a few person side and as a partner bra Jamefe committee in the area of Majumano committee. Almost say the blasters, you know, and I said the national teams, you know, running the national teams on behalf of the state. Yeah. But the funding is done by the state. But day to day, you know, the money who mo pesca mo meje. And to say GFA pesca for under 17, and they will write to the government and you better approve this card momo. So more per under 20 budgeter, on per 23 blasters baby when it's about national team, government not catch and say the FA only runs the national team on behalf of the state. And to more pesca mumra. So I didn't know answer tenacity. Now emergency situation like this, I pesca their supporter clubs. No answer I channel the quantum of the money in outside the command national teams. So I think say could you find no more course now more air corner. They should push them, and I know say ESCO member be 8 with the discussion and hana. I was take a different decision among think about identity decision, no almost answer who be na take the right decision for Ghana football. But yeka we say ni nyina no. Na abrebia abusa say GF na ankasa no. E de be no maye over the period of coronavirus na de be no maye ankasa. E de be no maye over the period now coronavirus here by a legend. Because ABC ne yen share then clear direction as to how coronavirus period where you beat me about football in this country. And see once again, make us ask them now, Enra, Maso Krendu can once them say, are we ready? And I was say, you know, they should start doing something. Omonye bibi for my else by now what's a common Roma to be a bay and you resume league now, but for bedding because of course, league need Ubisan's a bed any abo because and the things
yes, Nansen will be naked and the other ESCO members and they say because of transparency into baby or Emma members in it. But you see, I deal with it. It looks transparent when you look at it on the surface, but deep inside, you know, you cannot say transparent because of the way I bundle a normal baby up. You know, see, me information, and I have done a lot of work on this, especially nano pay. And Meti Makachira will say, Sikana echo the various national teams, Nini no, enko ye a Juma on the grounds. For instance, it's a campaign I can and for the purposes of the teams, you know, but rather no for the committees, you know, sittings. That my room deeper, I have that information. Tama when me say can you know national committees in it nasia ye momo sitting allowances. Say sika we mu no e ho na e beko. Me wa say sika no nanka ye FN netua. Various committees, you know, you ever see the national and 20 national team committee. Omo chie mu a na omo sitting allowances na say ye de ma omo a FN tua no. Say sika we deep down the mind behind it, you know. Eno na omo de kwa akoye. Enti anko ye teams na ankasa na ye do omo di atoto na adwuma. And they still na ye beko aban ho. Akwa Jessica, and the evidence of it. Tama, I know you can check this very well. Almost prepare for a man under 20 team to go to camp. Say nyame buana say ye lefti bibia. Ama oma ye budget employee coach no ne team no aye budget employee. E dey akoma FNA for the akoma ministry no. So now I can say there's a budgeter ye dey akoma ministry no. and yet Sikaba also want to be the combat the same body no. So there's something wrong somewhere. Tell me, I say, Ufa people now, it looks like I say they are being transparent. But Omabumra, Omatramna, and Omabu and Murakataso. Two you now could tell me, Kron, Obakotasi. And Tinama, Tama, a day a bufo pa Bama, Division 1 for no Buofuno. And Tama, one, met my catcher, say, Division 1 for no, Wikimu, Ombesia. To delegation akosia esco no and division for the catch esco for no pay say omo pay sika and that they will not even be ready to play the league so man yes sika no hu bibia and nothing na fianu tama okay fianu the first statement was said the third world war was it so man hwe hu bibia anya at the third world war
and on a lighter note
tama would you offer a light with them
that's what he said Nico Tuno. Also on a lighter low note at the Third World War, baby.
Come on, at the Third World War, baby, Krumha. A bit until let's say elections way Division 1 for to play part. Unless you don't want to accept, say, and they senka a premier for no kwa Kaket may not be the president of the FA. Division 1 for vote at the neighbor year, papa, until Division 1 for now and normal upon our mobile bono. The ESCO, their members themselves, Tama, Omuti na ye say, ye nimre bia, you want the impeachment man kebeye, Kabamande come to omo. Come to to say a banche. Say ka mrebi wo hono mo a, ka enu Monday, ne Friday, chinami minda, ko say da ka Jordan no come to omo de daada. Pressure na e benefit division for no hono de ba no. Somebody should take an interest in explaining this thing a bit more. I'm happy with Fianu intervention. No? Steps now, Mr. Fianu taking no. I am there because to say that Sir Ricky Kano, I say assembly building, especially first Casema or a crowd of us or Bemu. Now a Timmy Ababeshano. He is a football person, true and true. And the football people no language in Ase. And some are on various Division 1 platforms. No, and what time now was saying, how do I say, platform you have my minimum their course or time. I have even voice recording on my Google platform and so. And some are on can you believe say somebody describes Sikacha and Kokona Sikache?
A nipa bako and ana or no, Sandy Pano, most of the time on the platform, or your voices.
Oh, so at least they make a no crate. Was this crown for Jessica? Coconut Sikache, maybe back, you back, I'm back.
I'm Patrick. I'm going to do two. I do one. So I'm half. I
can't Division 1 for the Brepa and Tama. It is only in the interest of those who matters. Say ombesa hwe ade ni biem and I mean the same is if you know say obesa amomako no wakako because clearly a normal plan say no fa no one and America no by Monday division of to delegation to meet the ESCO and they will tell them straight away at face says can no pay so man nyaku bibia no members na kasa de omno mbedi no members na wo ESCO no the vice president Mr. Randiabi Animado and the others they will deal with them fair and square because
how? Deal with them how?
Including on my promise almost say next 4 years there more for vote and the can't watch them. That's not fair. Say next 4 years there more for vote. Tama mami moving on. NCC for a couple man and a week. Now sorry a week. Almost say Mahatma Mamiaka baby a year no umbe faye na kakra. Man probi hono mo fi hono mo sam to probi man almost say almost the money ko progress of the project omani fiko say and omo de ko hwe de ekoso ho because information almost omo picking say o say time say onya pictures and I say the video ni bia of current the way the work no wiki mu a omo tutu amena and omo ACC pillars no unse we see abrosa no ma sa u shem automatic ni we pillars na disease so na iron rods ni so na why na go ase concrete na wa she we no e no mo ye nemom the information is that after that stage you know work will halt work will halt because number one still tama me patro na no me bisa wasem bi o. Now I'm say escape into one me answer papa. In patro letters of credit, is it the same as loan? Almost is kind of my na papa na contractor na oya adwuma no. Oya Togbe adwuma ma no. Almost say he is a contractor for Togbe. Na nam say Togbe court na kobra ebo animu kasa ye nti no. They must be seen to be doing something.
Oh.
Come on. When I say Saturday, the NCC will go to Pobimine. So they must be seen to be doing something. Send a bay uncle as a penny, be penny and drop. And work will come to a halt and check. No more, the question is 1% concrete in the war. Send a bay, I didn't be Sisua. Now, Uncle Fasim Biama. Now, you did that to hold there, and only God knows when. And the only God knows when. I almost say I got full of problem with the letters of credit prefer before no. Some issues somebody should do something. Me so me dia kakra makofa but obi so nye chire kakra. Na yem obi. Oh, say na nyina ye so kakra na ye de ba. Tama King first of all is they are in dilemma. Serious dilemma. Say you know ka say meeting no so ko so. I Uncle George Amakoni ne team no mu shia coach no ne other people. Now Tipsa is on board. On the strike for no pay deal no. And now Ajmel say him for no is on board. Almost so pay deal no. Omu nyina so obi a the proposal ba for player sale. And it is see I can first akra no so no. And but problem asate ba ho.
Oh, when you have choice
to choose.
No
choice
problem.
Making up a big head kama wo.
Oh, where a problem?
A problematic time.
When you are spoiled for choice, if there are people
spoiled for choice.
No, go for choice. You know, choose back when
It's a rookie word you see on the house.
Your friend is saying bidding war.
Bidding war.
When there's a bidding war over. Baba, mami nyewe me ba me wi anama ba be je final way no.
Okay.
Super Lovek, you better download the app on your copy on my phone. Number is 0207-831-206. Super Lovek, on app no call we have phones and in your maybe brave no what. Ubenya biato. You PZ Dum so Kumase, KJT or Sofa Line, KNUST. So you were Hoasafo, baby. Super Lovek. Your phone Samsung, Huawei, Techno, Infinix, and the Keka. Number is 0207-831-206. You want me hair bad yet? Specialist our hair bad in nutrition. Hair free screening. Ubia upese ube test sugar level, pregnancy, LFT, KFT, syphilis, PSA, urine, routine examination, our HIV, ninya yebi. Yeah, water so you been Supreme Savior School. That's a for quite so. Ewo Kumase. Ya no afreying 054-555-1412. Yeah, you might be just say memenda 054-555-1412 0270413121. Jewa home and ABJ dear your mouth fridges all sizes types. Brabe pebi, bepe gas cookers, bepe blenders, brand new laptop, washing machine, sound system, need the account, Nasco TCL, pair broom, Samsung. Oba government workers in the mamu loan. Ya the near man mamu na che controller usika na ba na waba betua same school park new stores no Fantino town ya benke Polymain gate. Your number is 0560-667-749 0595-713-661. Roman Father Drew Father Martins wano enediaba back pains, waist pains, menstrual pains, rheumatism ni nyina no Roman Father Drew be head agimi go no so aba candidiasis or libido problems. What they are thinking kra woni bi ntino there be na issues gonorrhea, syphilis and as ojun so be ma na be me mote yawa baby turn draw baby abenya be promise baby of Fred Men's Colinac Miss Eva na fe Daniel by number 0243-115-948. Roman Father Drew Fresh my kitchen eguswa. It's a Friday promotions no so Monday obeto fried rice near amount free drinks afi tilapia no Thursday you buy one and get one free. Pizza Wednesday buy one get one free. Your baba era stadium you been traffic lights no It's my kitchen number 0265 70 70 70. Gojo original formula ni there. Mechanics, fitter for contractor, artisans, filling station operators. Anema na akika wonsa ho awohore nkono de bia kope Gojo. Open adwuma na de ahoro nsa. Tentem ni nyina beko original formula special hand cleaner. Kumasi Asaf Yeben VIP opposite Church of Pentecost. Your number is 0244 578 407. Gojo original formula, quality and cleaner you must get from Nabok Ventures. Pro senior Drew and one year come one semi imbus eba mixture ebe boost to immune system. Your number one immune booster no I know a pro senior Drew be born who buy am when what be baby Hospital Square Junction, Dankers, People Junction, a baby a to a Drew. Our Ghana have a over 0246 2084 96 0246 2084 96 0540 710113 Pro Senior and education services here. Yen dia jollof rice and fried rice ye di mo akotene pa. Oh your wedding na brand be hu yen. If you want to request for any food or for your family, workers, employees and as a party be a cost ye be prono wedding engagement outdoor and delivery services a year na by party church programs. Just call us 0243 367993 0243 367993 and 0244 9596 26. Denya mitumi ya no your macro ben traffic lights no chronom so ben search bank or Breman Otumfo ben metro na hojo so wa atenga junction energy catering services no Danny Herbal Center so for your child biem on the Danny natural herbal capsules na ba meme duro no ben mo agina yi kama no abo adwuma said the send fata Danny Herbal ointment de ho ba bi na ye oya ye di betwitwi Danny ma herbal for malaria fever. What testing is when you malaria and be no apedani ma heba. Danny tone so onuma to na untimi nudia no apebi. Promise heba do no our high number 0244 364651 0557 174522. Ya bem room so Danny farmer. Uncha bia no apebi no pay living betters. Capital Otuo na dia ba. Bema ahoden dick toxin bema cleaning system no why fit and strong. Enyem kwada dro and to infuse be no and living better sleeping num. Oh, Mark Odano for our can. What for your phone so I don't try it. Capital O2 number 0244 225522 0270225522. Precasa natural ginger drink for champions for vitality. Yeah, the precasa ni kakadru na fi pure aniniaka boom. Ayema obia obetimi anom bi be mo ahoden be boost immune system everything no sugar no preservative best immune booster bi or promise eba be bebre na obenya bi be ton Dromesa Gata Enterprise Aba Information Center Akati Track Shop a mass community radio or repair information center from Senchi Onuamu Mema 0244 164 527 0244 164 527 Sami Trouble. Sometymer Bank kwana kwaje bosia kwaje commercial loans, agri loan, transport loans, ejuma pa microfinance and ne Sometymer bo amanfo me makasa ne nwafo asem koto omanim Sometymer ene omu ne usika asem nkomo ko bi account koto susu ho fixed deposit, overdraft, mobile money transfer, Western Union, MoneyGram, Eastreach, e-person ni nyina bi wo Sometymer be bia so yamana ben konta ase for head office monko atonsu boku kokoben afia kobi trade kokofu jache kwada so dwuna se ni nyina bete Sometymer phone cafe number 0244 575 360 0244 575 360. Lord Healthcare on the Save Your Liver Foundation account boom. Yes, a brand be free. Hepatitis B screening. Number one secret of treating hepatitis B. And it's all because Save Your Liver Foundation. Kumasi Roman Hill. Opposite Solid FM within that Deca last building. Number in here 0202 543 754. 0202 543 754. GH Life. Natural mineral water. Ne dia utonzu anu atonzu papa prekon. GH Life abai no na amanfo guswo edukromu nsio kama pa wo ye party na yi na opensu akai GH Life. Ne bono so na da from pa 2 series 50 pesos. Eno anu GH Life natural mineral water there. Eno na utonzu anu ahwe chikwan. Ya bi office kese kama e wo ka se between Total and Goy filling station ho 0322 498 324 na 0322 087 430. Yeah, be kwa homa so. Yeah, inshasi nin komo frey wherever you are. 0322494771 0322494401. It's a Friday. It's a Cobat Natural Company Limited. Woman edit True Man capsules naba True man capsules boa mema mo munya ho de yesi bema no esori pe ne bububu no muntem a chese problem ho e wo se timi gina so ne che edi ne dwuma wi ansa na wakoda din enti wo hia true man capsules ene ma cheche a afi wo jeje muntem ne fe no premature ejaculation but modern so benya true man capsules sexual weakness loss of desire for sex wo de wo ni atinka mponti wo nko ho da bia no na say why stiff and straight waist pains and sex related problem 02490171010204616161 Danny Heba Freddy Mens Heba Colina Heba baby turn drobia so benya bi afi ni nkomo ya baba be kind message no so dia so. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Sometymer.
Yes sir.
Abi Jaba.
Fin comment tu e panyi.
Alex na ke say.
E te o nka man nkwai.
Ya chemba yi na me busa e fen say. Na ke to kreku o me me hu din boy. Enyo na wo bo wa kwa so odi na tanwa fa no wi. Ene woni skada o. Ya buy your fan go for bad ene woni skada o. Okay, me dia to mi so no. Me imagine na me ka o. Me nka so bi ni me nya dwen. E ma bor me hu enfa so bi e wo mu. E ma me. E je se e ma bor ye ba ye hwe. Na no bor o fa bi ma bor na no ko bo so bi ni free. Obi an kwankwa hwe. Ni e bo hu kasa de ke. E no so ase na say.
Ase na say Alex what you na dwen also dey na say hello.
Hello?
Yes sir, me too. Kasa de ni ente nka ye.
Open kasa Capito ni.
Capito, kasa.
That's what I'm telling you.
All right, Capito.
Yeah, me can say you go phobia me tema training for battle. So, and you man almost starting then you have to do to a problem. Yeah, then I bought our mochi. Yes, starting you gonna go to your tia. Bye bye.
Ito me da se pi. Hello.
Hello.
Yes sir. Yep.
Eto tuni.
Ebe tu jina ye ni ento nka ye.
Ma joji. Even say tikano acheni ye. You want to go football people. Every day this thing busy baji. Kaja ai siakia zo onto the was. Ebe football.
Okay.
Na kama kero. Pama dia no kan che bolu. Asna ayini se. Omudi de che na si akra no. Pama ebe lusu.
Okay. Mate. Yeda CP. Hello.
Sports director.
Hey. And then your date no.
Bacha.
Me too.
Bacha se working yeboko na.
Yeah.
Yeah, National Secretary Council Chairman. Mr. for the Menyana or Mr. Secretary, Agent Regional Secretary Chairman. Now, yeah, me can say, which year accounts were? Hello?
Yeah, Tuba.
Which year, Mr. Rikanya? Hey, say, Bino, to be episode here for 1 night. Now, Yemo Yati Ska, after shares in the year. Yen, yes, Scano, and Yabata.